Alright, we're recording. Say hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We're going to do a Moon Knight podcast. And we're going to start off with did we like it? Series is over now. Did we like it?
I enjoyed it.
It was good.
That's okay.
I agree. It seems we all have the opinion that it was just not phenomenal, but it was good. It was
It
good.
was fine.
Where do we rank it among the Disney Plus content?
If Loki's in a tier of its own, then it's on the tier of like,
Let's give
I'd
it
say
let's
probably-
give it a letter grade. So I'm gonna give like Loki an S letter grade for me.
Mhm.
What do y'all give Moon Knight? I mean, y'all can
Mm.
like it more than Loki.
I don't like it more than Loki. It's probably B.
B. Okay.
I was thinking B as well.
I think I'd say B.
What holds it from being spectacular?
It wasn't long enough.
Wasn't long enough. That's a good one.
I think all my complaints could have been fixed with like 2 more episodes.
What are your main complaints?
I was confused, and it was like really, really fast. Like I was confused because it was fast, and then I was like, I just didn't feel like I got to know the characters enough.
You did fall asleep during one of the episodes, so like technically you didn't watch one of the episodes. Technically.
But hey, I mean, there you go. That's why it was okay though.
Exactly. If I would have never fallen asleep during an episode of Loki.
It got really fast at the end. They didn't take time with the ending. It's like they wrote like episodes and they're like, oh shit, we only got one left. Let's just hurry up. Oh god,
Everything in one.
yeah. Like that last episode, it could have been 2 or it could have been a really long one. Like they never give you an hour, man. They never give you an hour.
They're just
Which
like
they always promise. It always gets leaked that like final episode of WandaVision, final episode of Loki, final episode of it's gonna be basically a movie, and then it's never a movie. It's
Yeah.
like this doesn't make sense.
and he's like to kind of be like he's supposed to be like kind of street level and everything, but then in the show we have him turning time, and then there's a Godzilla fight in the last episode.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, dude, did they must have like lowered the budget for that one or something because they just wouldn't show things. That's another thing. They didn't show stuff. Like I get not showing stuff at the beginning. That made sense. You gotta slowly hint it to people, but like they don't show like the big fights all that much, and like they didn't show Hera when he took out the other Egyptian gods. I wanted to see that, but they just wouldn't.
they hid like the reveal of it being a third personality, but by doing that, it like took away from like
Yeah,
that was gonna be a really cool fight scene. Like he was down, he's dead.
yeah.
And then-
He should have revealed it right there. He should have showed it.
That's when you reveal Jake instead of because we already knew Jake. Like they hinted at him from the very
Yeah.
beginning, where he was like blacking out, and then he was like on that rooftop where he like killed the kids, and he's like, "You did this, Steven?" and then or Mark, whichever one. And then they also had like the tomb in episode 5 of like someone trying to escape. So like, they hinted at him. So just reveal him then. You didn't have to save him
Yeah.
for a post credit scene. Because it kind of cheapened.
Had no idea. Had no idea. Are you saying that in the end when they both were like, whoa, what happened? That was Jake?
Yes. That was
Yeah.
like he blacked out.
Oh,
and
that's good to know. Had no
Yeah.
idea. Sorry.
They did that in the 3rd episode too. So like whenever he's like he fights those like 3 gang members or whatever they were, like 3 times or whatever. That last time whenever he's like stabbing one of them and he wakes up, that was the Jake guy as well. So
Dang. I'm sorry. Was not paying attention.
no, it's okay. No, I bring it up to other people too, and they didn't really notice either that that was the 3rd one. But like it was easy to miss. I mean,
Yeah, it's like small hints leading up to it, and like you should this is a conversation for later on, but the big thing right now is as of right now, season 2 is not scheduled. Oscar Isaac only signed a contract for 6 episodes, and then they submitted it to the Emmys or Golden Globes for a limited series. And like, remember at the end of Loki, it was like Loki will return in season 2. They did not do that with Moon Knight, so like we don't know when we're like gonna see the outcome of that again. We're gonna see him again. It's just like, how long is that gonna be? Because Oscar Isaac can move at his own schedule right now, and so they should have just revealed Jake, and then just like had Mark be confused, like they did in episode 1.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any other thoughts about any of that?
One other thing that was weird, they with the ending, it's just another thing with the ending. They didn't flesh out like all the plot threads. Like they completely forgot about Layla being mad at him.
Yeah.
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 Just completely forgot about it.
And then they kind of like just played over the like
You killed my
Mark
dad
and Steven
and lied.
being mad about. Yeah, they kind of played over the Mark and Steven liking Layla. They like
Yeah.
they just kind of.
Yeah, are they all just 3 gonna date one another?
Well, now 4, because will Jake also fall in love with Layla?
Probably.
Probably.
Is there another one? Like, are there other?
There-
Like, does it just keep going?
As far as I know, and I'm not like a Moon Knight like comic fan, but as far as I know, it's just those main 3. Is Jake, Steven, and Mark. And Mark's the like main one. And then Steven is the stress ball. And I know in the comics it's like Steven is rich and everything. They made it where Jake is gonna be rich. And then so Steven's the stress ball, and then Jake is like the opposite of that. He's like murder ball, pretty much. Yeah, murder ball. But yeah.
He's like Mick Foley.
Yes. That's a perfect thing. Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick Foley and Mankind and Dude Love.
That's amazing.
So I'm gonna piggyback off this. I don't want anyone to answer. I just want to put your hand up if you do remember. J-Bash, you can't do that.
I'll just scream.
Yes, scream if... Do you remember the name of the main bad guy?
Ah!
You do? Good job. No? Okay.
Talking about the girl?
No, I'm talking about Ethan Hawke's character.
I know his last name. Oh, I already said it, but
You didn't say it.
I did.
Or
I said,
you didn't say it just now. You didn't say it just now.
Yeah, right.
Is he really the main bad guy though?
Ethan Hawke?
Like, you're talking about the guy that was like pretending to be the doctor? I'm confused.
Yes. The guy who's like judging the scales and trying to like resurrect the god. I think he's the main bad guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the crocodile lady. I mean, like, you know.
Well,
kind of the main bad guy.
I have her name written too. If you remember her name, do you remember hers?
Nope. No.
Do we feel like? Do you, Jacob Pope?
No, the
name of the goddess.
The goddess?
Yeah.
No. I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't.
Alright.
Well, the second you say it, I'm gonna know it.
Yes.
But I immediately thought, yeah, of course I do. It's Mushu. And then I was like, no, that's the dragon from Mulan. But it's similar to Mushu.
No, you're thinking. Am I allowed to? You're thinking Khonshu, which is the bird.
No, I know
Dead bird.
Khonshu. It's in the middle of Khonshu and Mushu, because it starts with an M.
In the show?
Yeah.
No.
Does it not?
No.
Oh,
It starts with an
I
A.
have no idea.
But
I have
both
no
both
idea.
villains' names start with an A. I'm just trying to see how good of a job they did. Like,
I know main bad
making
guy. I
Easter-
don't remember the goddess.
okay. So, say main bad guy's name.
Herod, right?
No.
What?
It's like Harrow. I know
Yes.
his last
Harrow?
name, right?
Yes,
Harrow?
Harrow. Arthur Harrow.
Okay, I was close enough then.
You
Yeah,
were close. You were close. Do you remember that now, Amanda?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the crocodile lady, Joe Bass?
Yes.
Say it.
Ahmed.
Yes, Amit.
Boom. Oh, I was close.
Do you remember that, Joe Pope?
Yeah, I did know you say it. They're
And-
gonna summon Amit. They're gonna summon Amit.
Mhm.
Where's the medal or the whatever the heck it was? The compass.
So I was just trying to see like if they did a good job like instilling that. I feel like at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, we all remember Carly's name. Like, we all were like she was a bad villain, but we remembered their name.
That's true. They did say it a lot.
Mhm. But do you think he was a good villain?
I think it's
Hmm.
fine.
What do you?
I think he was just a little confused. I mean, I get the point of like what he was going after, but it was kind of another one of those villains where it's like, oh yeah, here he is, who thinks like it's just another story of like, this is the way we're gonna do it, and then somebody else is like, no, we're gonna do it this way, and it's basically the same thing, just like slightly changed.
Yeah.
I kind of like Amit's way better. Just go ahead and kill him, you know. If you're gonna kill people that are bad, just go ahead and take them out early, before they do their bad stuff. Apparently that's a hot take.
So that is the like whole point of like Civil War 2 in the comics is like this Iron Man versus Captain
Oh,
Marvel,
yeah.
and that's the whole point of that, and people hated that, and that is like part of the reason why people still hate Captain Marvel's character, even though it's been like 6 years, is because
Wow.
because of the reasoning you just said there. You've been canceled by the fans.
I side with Captain Marvel, apparently.
You
Do
do.
people say that about this show? I didn't. I forgot about that, but that's very true.
Mhm.
Do people not like about this show?
No, I haven't heard that complaint. I was just making that parallel.
Oh, well, it's different, I guess. These aren't superheroes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of them's like a dedicated good guy with Khonshu. Like he's
Yeah, that he is. Yeah, but I mean, like, but yeah, the people that believe that aren't superheroes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah,
Khonshu's a good guy?
he's on the good side.
Yeah,
Even-
okay. Would Moon Knight be a like an anti-hero? Would that be his definition?
I don't know, cause I feel like Mark
Or would like
is
Jake Lockley be a anti-hero and Steven would be a hero? Or is it kind of
It might
Like a
be.
chaotic good, chaotic evil,
Yeah.
chaotic neutral.
It's definitely like that. That's the perfect description.
Alright, Matthew, I have a pop quiz for you
Perfect.
before we move to the next topic. What's the name of the hippo?
The hippo. She had such
Yeah.
a weird name.
I know.
He knows.
Alright, what is it? Jacob?
He was like the best character.
It's like Tiamat or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Tower, something like that. Tower, something like that. Yeah.
No idea.
Did
What
you
about
also
Noah?
take an Egyptian god class, Jacob Bass, or was it just a Norse god class?
It was just the Norse gods. They talked about a little bit about Greece, but they didn't talk about. They talked about Japanese too, but they didn't talk about Egypt a whole lot. I wish they did.
What were you gonna say, Amanda?
I don't know if this is going to be talked about later, but the whole like psych ward thing, like maybe I just didn't pay close attention, but it was very confusing,
That was.
especially in the end when they ended up back in the psych ward.
So I had to like read about this because I was a little confused. It's like it was in his mind, and like at the end of it, when Arthur is like bleeding from the feet, it's like kind of representing how it's like falling apart in his mind. But I agree. I don't think that was. I think that was too confusing.
I
Yeah.
thought it was confusing too. I just assumed it was his consciousness.
And what's confusing about it is because like the show says he's making it up, but then at the end of the show, I believe Arthur is he in that same one?
Yeah.
That was also a Lockley teaser in that though. Because when he lets Steven out of the tomb or out
Yeah.
of the thing,
Yeah, Lockley
there's
was in
another
that.
one like shaking.
He was
Yeah.
trying to get out.
Yeah.
That was the. Oh wow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Oh.
and
Did
that
not make that connection either.
yeah, and that's like a part of another reason, like a theory why the scales balanced is because the scales wouldn't balance. There were only 2 hearts,
Right.
but you needed 3, and then whenever Steven got thrown overboard, there are 2, and that's why it balanced. Instead of it being like he's found his inner peace to accept who he is. Makes you think that, but no, I think it's because of
So it was unbalanced because there was 3.
yes,
And then,
they
but what's-
Dude,
they
I thought
needed
the same thing. Yeah.
That's
they
really
needed
smart.
another heart, and then he
Huh?
never knew that.
So it's not that emotional and deep. That's unfortunate.
It wants to.
Like it's not like a good moral lesson. It's just like math.
I don't think it's because he went back and like found Steven and says, "Steve, I'm glad they didn't leave him dead, but emotionally, it probably would have been better if they like left him dead."
No, not for my emotions.
For his
about
character
me?
growth. But also, that might be insensitive. I don't know a lot about DID. It's probably not that like easy to just not. So that might be
Totally.
insensitive by me. Do we think they handled the the DID well?
I guess I don't know much about it personally.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychology major, so sure they handled it. I've never seen it done better. I've also never seen it done worse.
Yes, you've seen Split.
Well, there you go.
So.
I've never seen Split.
Oh really?
You didn't see Split with us in theaters?
No, we didn't go
No.
see.
Did y'all?
We
I think I
saw
saw
it
that
with
with
other people.
How do we
All
feel?
right, moving forward.
How do we feel about the actors in the show?
Dude, Oscar Isaac's really good.
He carried the whole show by just talking himself.
I know. It's so
Literally.
good.
Really did.
In the directing,
I didn't like Harrow.
you didn't like Ethan Hawke?
Well, I liked Ethan Hawke. I didn't like the character, so maybe that was. You know, I shouldn't take it out on Ethan Hawke, I guess.
Yeah,
but-
I love Ethan
Where-
Hawke.
Where would you put him in your villain ranking? I don't know. I don't ever really rank villains, but
I don't think I've ever ranked the Marvel villains. He's probably kind of low, but
Honestly, it would be a fun thing to do, to like do a tier ranking of the villains, because all of them now.
Yeah.
oh, you know,
Yeah.
that's coming soon.
That'd actually be really fun. We should do that. But
a slip into the next podcast. Is Scarlet Witch a villain?
yes,
yeah.
I don't think that's
She's
favorable
just
now.
misunderstood. She's a mother.
Spoilers, no problem. But yeah, I mean, he carried the whole show by literally just talking to himself, and the directing is because they always found ways to do the reflection, and I thought that was really good.
That is true too.
hmm
Any other?
What was the girl's name?
Layla? I don't know her real name.
I don't know her. I didn't even know her character's name, but she was really good. I liked her. I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, originally so the director said this. They were going to make all of the avatars superheroes, but they only did Layla, and I think that was a really good choice. Cause like we don't need.
Yeah, even hers was like out of nowhere.
I liked
Yeah.
hers though. I liked hers.
Yeah.
Do you think she's gonna keep? She's gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what the scene with the kid was.
yeah.
Or she'll be able to like have more control over it and like use it when she needs to. Like that way she's not like trapped.
Her turning down that job got her more pay and better benefits in the long run.
Sure.
So what are your what are your least favorite scenes of the whole show? I have one that
Oh,
comes to
man.
mind.
I didn't like the Godzilla fight, but I mean,
Yeah.
I hated the courtroom scene in episode 3, where it's like before Khonshu and Mark go into the courtroom, Khonshu's like, we have to convince these people, and then Khonshu walks in there and he just keeps taking over Mark, and he just like somewhat crazy. It's like you're not even trying to convince them at all. You're just screaming. I thought that was like really badly done, and it's like you can find proof. You didn't even try and find proof. And then the gods just like brought Arthur in and is like, yep, he definitely couldn't be lying ever. And then they were dumb. I didn't like that scene at
Yeah.
all.
I'm pretty sure I was sleeping in that scene. So.
Oh, you were sleeping? Okay.
I missed that part and the reversal in time. So I just woke up. I remember the beginning of that episode, and then I saw both of those scenes on the previously on Moon Knight, and I was like, I don't think we watched this episode. And Amanda was like, no, you slept during those parts. I was like, oh, okay.
And I had to awkwardly like explain, but I was like, so the bird guy like reversed the sky and then he got in trouble and he got locked into it was not a great
I caught on pretty quick though. I realized what happened.
I didn't like the excessive bloody fight scenes. I think it was just a little too much. Didn't need it. That's just me.
How do you feel about that,
Right.
Joe Best?
I like my blood. I wish they did a lot of blood. But that's fair. I get that. My brother, he actually brought up a really interesting thing, but I know it's not how this is, but it was just, I didn't think of it when it happened, but that scene where he's turning the sky, my brother asked me, is everybody up there in the galaxy just going, ah?
That's
Guardians of the Galaxy going,
yeah.
"What?"
That's such
But
a
I
very good
figured-
point.
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all, and then I thought to myself, I was like, probably not. It was probably just a projection.
Yeah.
But
funny.
Well, they showed like
Yeah.
didn't they? They showed Arthur like super far away watching it,
Yeah.
so people on Earth could
Yeah.
see it.
yeah, exactly. So
Er-
it's pretty big.
Earth is had like Sony. Just imagine living there. You just got like a celestial pop up in the sky. The sky just starts
Yeah.
moving. Like
Dude, that was funny. I think they almost did that in Doctor Strange when the very first fight scene. Everybody's just like casually just like sipping their wine, like watching it happen. And it's like these people have gone through so much, they've seen so much, they're like, ooh, what's happened in New York
Yeah.
today? Another weird alien?
They're desensitized.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like America with school shootings. They just don't care anymore.
yeah, they just don't care. The world's messed up. Who
Whatever.
cares?
This sucks.
How do we
My
feel about
insurance is gonna go up.
insurance in there's crazy, bro?
Oh God.
How do we feel about what's it called? The action scenes. Oh, we kind of already talked about this. They weren't very good. Like the jousting scene,
Okay.
that was
yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Do you remember?
I liked the last one where they were interchanging really well.
Yes, yes.
I thought they did
That-
that was
Yeah.
very good. I think that was a very good scene.
That was really good when he's switching between Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. That was really
Yeah.
good. The rest of them, like
The fight scene
in
at
episode
the
2,
end of
was
episode
good.
1. Like the one where he like beats up the guy and he's like walking out of the bathroom. That one was really good too. So it had memorable ones.
Yeah. I didn't like the jousting one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Did you make it in the trash can?
Did you what?
Did you make it in the trash can?
No, I missed. We don't talk about our misses.
Only
So-
midnights.
Yeah. So some comic critics apparently in this, like, did y'all know he's like missing his like core comic cast?
No,
No, I
I
did
don't
not.
know anything about him.
He's missing like all his main characters. Leia's not
Really?
even like his main character. Like she's an MCU original. Isn't that kind of crazy?
That
That is
is.
very crazy.
Like they just didn't do his other ones.
I just chose not to.
And so that's like a big criticism from people who read the comics is like they don't have any of that. And then like Mr. Knight in the comics, he's like a detective who works for, he like solves homicides. And they're like,
Wow.
MCU made him too goofy. That's just an interesting criticism. But yeah, do you have anything else to say about it? Give me some general thoughts.
Well, okay, you tell me that now, but like, does that mean they're gonna do something with all that, or?
They apparently, and I haven't read them, but they like in his phone contacts in I think it's episode 1 or 2, like when he's
Yeah.
going, some of the names were like his main cast.
I
So
saw something about that. Yeah.
I would assume they come back. Excuse me.
I hope my final close-up thoughts was I hope it was a good enough show to where if they announce a season 2, I'll go like, oh, cool, we get season 2 of that. We get to see more character because it's an interesting enough idea. And I think they did, like Oscar Isaac did a good enough job to like make you want to see like more of that. But like as far as season 1, like it was fine. But I wasn't like
It just feels so.
oh.
Episode 5, I think, is like we didn't even really talk about that. Episode 5 is like one of the best things in the MCU,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
he's like
exactly.
finding his memory. Episode 5 is incredible.
Exactly, and they
the
like
rest of the
if they would
show-
have just kept him more street level, it would have been so much better, I believe.
I don't think they should have
They
went
just
with
went too big.
Ahmet. And like they're trying, so they're like branching out like cosmic, like Thor. They're doing
Mhm.
multiverse, which is like Doctor Strange. They're doing Avengers, which is gonna like street level Avengers is gonna be like Hawkeye and Echo and all that. And then they're branching off into Supernatural. And I think like they took him way too, because he's the Supernatural path, and I
Yeah.
think they just
Right.
took him way too far into that. Like you can have him be street level super. I don't think Blades is gonna be this crazy. Whenever he's introduced, like
Right.
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
changing the sky in Godzilla fights. I think that was too much, especially when like he's supposed to be kind of be on like Daredevil's level and all that.
Yeah,
Like they did the hand and it wasn't that crazy.
true.
What do you want out of him the next time we see him?
Street level, fighting bad guys, dealing with himself. And all the best scenes were him like trying to figure out what was going on. So more of that.
Chibas?
I want to see him figure out about this third personality of his. I don't
How
know.
do you think that's gonna? How would you do that?
Dude, well, I don't know a lot about his character storylines, but I don't know. I want to know why is the third the way he is? Is he from Khonshu? Is Khonshu doing that to him and has made that in him, or did he make that in order to not do, like, he doesn't want to do such evil things like Khonshu's like kill these people, and he's like, I just don't want to kill these people, and he says, oh, I'll make a third personality to do that if I have to go that far, or did Khonshu make him so that he'll just follow his orders no matter what. I don't know. Like, is it one of those two? Like, it depends. You know, I mean, he has no idea about him, and he knew about Steven, so that makes me think that maybe Khonshu caused it. So,
I think my guess would be they showed his what's it called, like childhood trauma with Steven.
yeah.
I don't, and I haven't read the I don't think Khonshu made him. I think it's probably he was a mercenary, and like, didn't he say he got discharged?
He did. I thought about that too. Yeah. He did get discharged.
I think it's probably the trauma from the military and all the like mercenary stuff he did, like made him make Jake, and then Khonshu has like manipulated Jake into protecting. But I mean, you could be right. I mean, I have no idea.
That would work too if it was made from that, and then that third personality is just like a trained killer or whatever. Yeah, no, that would be cool.
He was speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
That was what's it called? Improvised by Oscar Isaac. Like, he wasn't supposed to speak Spanish, and then he did. All right, this is great.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's just so interesting because I don't know if we will see him in a movie or in a season 2 or in a different, because like, I don't know how you put him in that storyline in another property without taking over that property to do that storyline of like Jake and Khonshu taking him over. And I feel like that's a disservice to take over another character's thing instead of giving him a season 2 there or a movie.
Yeah, don't do a Boba Fett where you just make it Mandalorian season 3.
Yes, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't make Blade.
Do they explain why Jake is like out of the body? Like, he has his own body in like the real world, and like Steven and Mark are just in the lens?
No, they don't. It's just like he blacks out.
Okay.
And that's I mean, they had it like at the end of the episode that he was still strapped up. Like, he was still strapping himself. So like, I wonder if they know, because they did have him strap himself to the bed again, when originally it was just Steven strapping himself. So I mean, that'd be interesting. And it's
good question.
And they just kind of went back to living Steven's life when he got like fired, and then now Layla like knows. Like, is Layla gonna leave him alone? So I thought that was a little clunky.
Yeah.
Nice things to explain. It could have been longer. 36 minutes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
True.
What are your final thoughts about the show, Amanda? Or no, it doesn't have to be final.
I think it was an overall good show. I liked Oscar Isaac. I think he did a good job. And I would watch the second season. But I don't know a lot about this character, so, I mean, I think I agree with you guys. It's going to be complicated if they tried to add him into another movie, because his character is so dynamic, it's so diverse, so it's complicated.
And he's left on such an open thread.
Yeah, I think I could see them doing like a Winter Soldier Falcon situation where it's like two characters like coming together to defeat someone. So that way, like, he's not the only character, but you know, he's complicated.
Any more thoughts?
I think it wraps it up for me.
J-Beth?
I hope there's a second season. I feel like we haven't seen everything from them. If they do it, I want to see. I wanted to go like I've seen some goofy freaking comic screenshots, dude. I want to see some of that stuff.
I hope he meets Punisher one day. That'd be so cool.
Yes, dude. That comic picture is hilarious.
It's iconic.
Yeah, I really got to see that.
But, and then final question: did this show make you like Moon Knight?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Well, I think that's it. Farewell.
All right.
See ya.